And I guess the Pango-Tiny matchup is probably Tiny favored.
I think Pango should do fine.
Probably about 50-50, I'd say.
You just need a window to win the game. And if it's 5 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, if it's 15 minutes, he doesn't care. He's confident that his players can play their comfort heroes and hit that window. And they are on comfort.
Could also be the series no one wanted to see, but you're forced to watch again. You could also call it that here. Get that out of the way. As these two teams have a long history at this point. And I will say, it feels like in all of those important matches that have happened over the last 2 years, it's GAIMIN that have come out on top, especially a lot of those grand finals, right?
Yeah.
And this is a really important match for Liquid to regain confidence with this new squad. As GAIMIN try and get a first blood here with a nice flank.
Yep, Sandwich 33, there's nowhere he can run to, so he just outputs as much damage as he can, and Insania comes in with big spirit damage, will be able to get one counter kill, and does some heavy damage to both Tofu and Quinn before he gives up.
Bites the bullet here as the lanes continue to be a sore point for Liquid in this early game, at least. Quinn also winning mid out slightly here with the Pangolier.
Oh, now Vic in trouble as Celery goes through the gates and does indeed
do some work, but this is not a much better fate than just dying here.
Yeah. And he's still gonna die.
Okay, so
maybe Nyx Assassin can come in and disrupt some of this one. Tries to go for the double stun. Only hits one of them. Ends up tanking some of the Acorn shot. That'll help. Slows him down with a blood grenade. Anything they could possibly... The problem is the Golem's going to die. Okay, the Golem punched them first. But then the baby Golems come out, and they turn their damage onto the Nyx Assassin, so they can pick up a double here, potentially. The Ursa, nice stun before he dies, but Insania, as strong as he is, cannot finish off any of these heroes. Maybe Nisha can, though, and a rage goes off. Stomp doesn't last for long, though. Dyrachyo shrugs off that disable, runs down the support. 3 dead in exchange.
Early game. It's having the best game of everybody on Liquid, and we have seen this hero be a bane for every other team that has had to go against Liquid so far.
They're going to smoke up to the Beastmaster, who pulled the wave with the 4. So they probably are expecting, okay, the Beastmaster's entirely alone. They end up getting a pick off on the Enchantress. Nothing major for Liquid, but something small to work with, I suppose. And I guess one thing about all this aggression in bottom lane does mean the Beastmaster.
GAIMIN maybe looking to pressure this top tower.
Yeah, they know the Beastmaster is recovering off of stacks, so anything they can to get information inside of the triangle.
Yeah, they would really like to collapse on some of these tier 1s and open up the ancient area. The recovery for Liquid, if you can take it away, it's brutal.
Which is why Dyrachyo is pushing in that top lane as well, right? He pushes in the top lane that he can kind of cut over and help with some of this presence here.
They're putting a lot of pressure on right now. This is the strength of Enchantress, the early jungle invasion. Liquid need to respond accordingly.
Nice D-ward from Celery. Good read that Liquid is going to try and defend this as much as possible.
Gotta remember there can be a gate from the Underlord into this type of fight as well. GAIMIN have numbers they can bring, but unable to punch through. You're just gonna get some XP leached into the Enchantress here, but that's about it. Might even pay the price.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, they're gonna run out of damage. Oh, gets him right before he can get the club in to maybe finish him off. And now Nisha, another round of axes, still not enough to kill Celery. In fact, 33 getting close means Dyrachyo is immediately going to pounce on that opportunity and take him down underneath the tier 2, perhaps. Looking through the trees, but Dyrachyo's faster. They'll catch him eventually.
Might even get Foxy at the tail end of it, and they will with the Pango chase down. I mean, that is just a very well-played bait here from GAIMIN, knowing they have that gate Underlord to come through. Felt like Liquid almost forgot about it, thinking they have numbers advantage, but the second you commit in there, you still have the Zamp damage room, so you are happy if you run into somebody here. Should be a guaranteed kill, and they'll scan out that triangle.
Have the scan. They're going to do a longer wraparound, really try and make sure they land this one. The Vendetta allows them to cut through the high ground here, and should be able to have it. They're going to use Hero Splitter just in case. Want to make sure they can 100-0 him with no response from GAIMIN Gladiators. Maybe even take almost.
So big items trying to be aligned here, side of Team Liquid.
Yeah, GAIMIN Gladiators have done such a good job of just like forcing these item timings. This Blink Dagger, this Aghanim Scepter, just 1 or 2 minutes later. Nice pick though. Playing around a ward, managed to get a Blink reveal toss back.
I mean, that's what's going to happen, right? It's a matter of Liquid finding some moves now with the Nyx and the time. Like, these are payoff heroes in the mid game. Can set up a lot of easy kills.
Gate to try and catch 33. They don't really need it. It's just backup here.
That's his Ags, man.
Boxy's lingering underneath the Sentry Ward too.
Didn't even get a fight out of that Beastmaster item.
Nope.
Dyrachyo just playing hyper aggressive right now. Does not care about anything.
They actually go for him here and take away the Aegis. Now, Boxy goes for a TP out immediately. The Rolling Thunder's going to stop that one, so they do trade the support for the Aegis.
That's probably actually worth it, to be honest.
Yeah, limit some of Dyrachyo's aggressiveness now that he no longer has that extra life.
Just make you feel better on the map right now instead of running away from this Aegis for 5 minutes. Higher risk, higher reward item.
Nisha. A big kill. GAIMIN Gladiators hunt him down.
Couldn't get the blink.
Nice high ground ward to be able to spot that one. The gate to be able to back it up. Now Rolling Thunder catching heroes. 33 pops the Primal Roar. Earth Splitter is also there. They're going to do a healthy amount of damage, and Quinn actually dies. Now, of course, they're going to get caught for this. GAIMIN Gladiators is stronger than Liquid. So when it comes to these fights, they are naturally just going to lose more, but 1 for 2 in the end.
This Ursa is eating the map alive. Liquid do not have good answers for Dyrachyo the second he's on some of these big targets. 4-1-3, 170 CS. This Ursa is well ahead of Mikke, his counterpart here, and that is not good news for Mikke because this matchup is already not great for him.
And got him on the pit. He is not fast. And Celery is there on the other side. Insania trying to hit a stomp. Now, if anything, he's going to get caught as well.
Yeah,
now they're bleeding out.
Dyrachyo just getting gifts under the tree right now as one after another, Liquid are feeding them to him.
Liquid just scrambling around on the map, trying to push out any lanes, but GAIMIN Gladiators, they are just sprinting across the map non-stop. Fast-paced Dota, another round of spells that are not going to go off. Once again, going to get caught by the Tiny plus Nyx Assassin. He still managed to get it off. That shield crash hit 3, and now it's real bad for Liquid as the Rolling Thunder is a threat. Gwen's going to play a distance here, but eventually come back in, knock up 33. And now Dyrachyo just keeps on running at heroes. Gets 1 kill, support lingers, finds another one. It's a bit of deja vu.
I mean, Dyrachyo is just taking this entire game. He is everywhere right now. Every single move Liquid makes.
Factory, again, the early game and the timing's there, just being slowed down by a couple minutes, has snowballed to so much more. It went from a 2,000 net worth lead to a 5,000 net worth lead to a 12,000 net worth lead. It's just how this fast-paced matchup is going to go. Avalanche Toss does a healthy amount of damage. The Nyx Assassin is almost dead, and Nisha is trying to go through the gate. It was his only way out, I suppose. Boxy didn't die, but Mikke getting body blocked up a little bit, and he's going to need a big impale from Boxy to survive through this situation. It's just not going to happen. Boxy is still lingering, trying to go for Dyrachyo, which 33 does manage to get that kill. He pops out, gets the Enchantress. They get 33 and Boxy. The two of them just go in, find their man, take him down. In the end, it's a 2 for 4 though.
Definitely worth the Ursa kill, but still pretty much a disaster of a team fight for Liquid.
Furious about that.
Oh, he is furious right now.
That's not how carry's supposed to move.
Haste.
They know they're here.
That is so
A
unlucky
stomp
for 33.
is going to land. That might just be able to bail this out. But the Primal Roar's actually looking kind of good. Earth Splitter goes off, hits Quinn down to half. But Tofu and the rest of GAIMIN Gladiators will make sure that it doesn't all turn bad for GAIMIN Gladiators. They trade 1 for 1, which is great for Liquid. But again, they are too far behind to...
9 seconds to do whatever he wants.
Through the gate they go. Dyrachyo hunting. And if that had been an Ags on the Underlord, they would have caught 33. The gate landed right on top of him. Still, though, the Rolling Thunder is going to catch up to him. A great pickoff because he was just about to complete a BKB. So he'll find that item.
Ruining his time.
Tofu here. The corners are important. The gem, he's going to spot, turns around, bushwhack. Now the TP comes in. Boxy not getting this pickoff he was hoping for.
I'm going to get the kill down bottom they were looking for eventually here. Age is still up for 230. Time for Dyrachyo to poke this high ground again. Pretty much only have to think about the toss back here.
Toss the board. Actually hits the Enchantress instead of the creep wave.
Very hard to go in for this toss back when the pit's laid down. You don't have BKB on this Tiny. No Force Staffs to really bail him out. It would be an all-in committal.
Liquid also kind of want to just keep tossing just to harass.
All right, Mickey came back, so you got to take this fight right now. You're getting nothing off the map.
All right, Mickey, he's going to try and draw a little tension, see if they can get an opening here. Nisha blinked.
Blink back.
Blink backwards there. Probably a mistake.
It's pretty tempting to just toss this Underlord back.
Oh, do you though? This Underlord also has an Ogre Seal Totem, so he's going to reposition himself. He's not going to die easy, and he's going to be able to get back to his team. Liquid just not finding any openings right now against GAIMIN Gladiators. Stomp attempted, whiffed.
I mean, if you're going to toss somebody, it's got to be now.
You get the full lane. Nisha does not get a toss back opportunity.
Even get what they came for.
As they go back, GAIMIN Gladiators. I was about to say, nobody go up the death. Got the toss. Didn't get him backwards. Straight up the air. Nisha just dies for that little attempt. Liquid did not seem ready for that whatsoever. Now 33 is going to be forced to use his BKB Primal Roar, and Jirachi has shrugged off that damage pretty easily. Mickey drains some, but there is just no damage going back to the GAIMIN Gladiators. They have to use a buyback here for the Tiny just to see if they can keep this going a little bit. Try to go for the toss, hit the 4 instead, and now a Rolling Thunder is going to cream Nisha, and he gets demolished by the Ursa. The damage is too immense, man. It just overwhelms that big rock man. As tanky as he is, the Ursa is so far ahead of Liquid, and they are tapping out in this game 1.
Ace had such a free game. He gets Pipe, he gets Greaves, he has Crimson. The second triple aura is online. You're never winning another 5-on-5.
This Disruptor pick, actually, the thing about this hero that we've forgotten because we haven't seen it that often is he block picks a lot of mid heroes in that last pick. Like Spirit heroes suffer versus Disruptor. Huck?
Talk to me about Dazzle. Why is he a hard
That's
count?
way better than mine. My
You press Q on Ember and then hit him and then hit him and then hit him, and it's physical damage and it keeps refreshing and then it bursts.
Can you slide dodge?
Yeah,
I feel like I haven't seen this hero in forever.
yeah. It was only a handful of times, and for some reason, it was like 4 times against Bed Boom. I don't know if there's anything spicy there. They just really like that. Tofu is going to be the first blood, though, as Mickey will be traded out here, and it looks like Boxy as well. So while Liquid do manage to get that coveted first blood gold, a lot more goes back to GAIMIN Gladiators. Shikuchi, there's not much to stop that activation.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I would have wanted defense this game when you're trying to lock down Weaver Brewmaster.
Yeah.
Maybe you're worried about Graves bailing heroes out, so the fence is going to provide more teamfight utility.
33 fights back and wins the man fight against Horatio. He will die to the acid spray for sure, but manages to get the experience.
Despite some of the kills coming out from Liquid, I mean, these are like recovery kills for this laning phase.
All right, the fence blocks off the Brewmaster. That's about as best you could do, and Tofu still gets the kill on Mickey. Hey, this top lane just looks awful.
Is this worse than game 1?
Yeah,
I think it might be, man. Liquid just can't stand on these lanes at all.
They pulled the lanes. 33 comes back to try and save Boxy, but it's not good enough, and now his creeps are dying under towers, so...
Kill himself with that grenade? Quinn pushing in mid. Okay, they're going to try and
full run
make something
at
happen.
mid. Can Quinn 1v3 because he's legitimately quite strong. Tofu's going to come in with the Shikuchi. Quinn does end up dying. They had the glimpse to pull him back too. Nisha couldn't even really get close to that. They still managed to get a kill on the Disruptor out of it, but it gets Nisha a little bit of time and experience and maybe can get him to 6.
He was just getting abused straight up. You have to contest the 6-minute power rune as well. See if GAIMIN can take it away from the Ember, and they'll force Boxy to steal it.
15K by 20 minutes.
Are you saying that's the timing Liquid can play for? I don't understand your question.
I'm asking you, what is Liquid playing for here?
I mean, what time do they play tomorrow? There's a timing.
Well, they're going to be playing in the first series tomorrow. I believe that's the lower bracket final.
That's not that bad. You gotta play through this guy right here. This is your best bet to come back in this game. Get good fights around tier 1s with the Sand King. Use the AoE to punish an overextension from GAIMIN. These heroes are still fairly squishy right now. You can definitely kill them. The Glimpse kills would be amazing. Amp damage rune on the Ember.
See if they can finish off. Another fence gets put down. No retreat for the Dazzle. Now the Primal split to run down supports. They'll get the Disruptor for sure.
Still a very good trade for Liquid.
Certainly.
Managed to line up another quick Dazzle kill in this laning phase. Make it look easy.
Look at that line. Boxy rides it between the tier 1 and tier 2, staying out of sight the whole way. Well played. He's almost level 6, which the fact that they're getting kills with Snapfire Disruptor without level 6s is...
It really does anything. You're also going to have to combat a pretty fast pipe out from the Brewmaster, which is going to negate a lot of your early spell damage, as Ace is Omega Farm. Trying to get an epicenter from the trees. Can you burst the Brew?
He can bait him in. They just get close enough. Maybe 33. They actually start going for the kisses. Hit some of the back line. Not too bad. Glimpse back, and Quinn is a little bit stuck.
Nice
now,
field.
they do have Shallow Grave this time around. They commit for it. Epicenter, Brew Strike in, and Shallow Grave wears out. He ends up going down. Ace is still very strong, though, and right on top of 33 as well as Boxy. Those two are both going to die. A cookie and a shot attempted. Not quite good enough. Nisha pushes forward to cut the creep wave in the meanwhile, and goes for the kill on Crystal Main. Doesn't get it. And now he's going to be chain stunned to death. Boy, Liquid.
Radiance. I mean, what are you supposed to do right now if Gaming can start forcing objectives down? You're just not winning the 5-on-5.
Mickey, he's going to be forced to use his ult here. And then, okay, he doesn't even get off the ult.
There's no point, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's dead either way. Now Boxy getting run down to the bottom lane. The wall blocking Celery from pursuing, but a Primal Split's going to be used. So Ace is going to look for 2 kills off of this. The fence does manage to block him off, so he'll just get Boxy.
Feels like game 1, just crumbling around the map. Can't get a good team fight together. Can't get to one of their big items on the cores. Sand King's continuing to still find the most farm of everybody, pushing towards Bloodstone. Maybe even turn.
They would love to be able to kill Quinn here, but they just cannot commit to it. Mass TP's coming through. Boxy TP away. Unstable Concoction will put a stop to that one.
Was a nice setup. Gaming were ready for it.
Yeah, they got a lot of reactions out of Gaming Gladiators. Gladiators still got a kill for it. But in order to rectify that, just go high ground again. See if they can get these heroes that are out on the map on Liquid to back up. Oh boy, that's annoying. Sandstorm forced to stand underneath it. The field blocks him off, but Rachu says, okay, we're just going to commit more. We keep hitting this tier 3. Chemical Rage halfway through.
Trying to wear through it here. Maybe look for a glimpse or something. Backdoor will come up.
Protection comes up for a second. Another wave's coming in soon, though. There it goes. Falls back down. And Liquid are really just giving this one up, huh? Range barracks.
But look for a glimpse.
Yeah, Ace is pretty far forward here. Can't go for Tarachu. He's got BKB Aegis. And Nisha is finally here to start cutting waves, but it may end up being too late. Oh, they're going to go for it. Kisses, and the Gleipnir from behind. A glimpse back onto the Crystal Main. They want the easy kill here. Epicenter, Static Storm, both being used as the Brewmaster tries to come back in. Man, even the Crystal Maiden is not dying easy, and this Bloodstone is keeping the Sand King alive for now, but eventually he's going to have to throw a strike back. Darachi just keep pushing forward with another round. Unstable Concoction lands on 3. More damage from the Dazzle. Pops Manta, gets rid of the Gleipnir and backs away. He's slowed down a bit, but he still has the Aegis and plenty of time. As he gets glimpsed back into the tier 4 with the fence there, still not enough. They have more heals and more shallow graves where that came from.
Gotta pull somebody back here.
Try to catch Nisha. Not getting him. Insania, glimpse coming up. They go for Quinn. Got him on the other side of the fence. Liquid can't really commit. They've already used so much Gleipnir. They just keep on keeping heroes here. But can they get the damage out to finish him off? Nisha's going to go for it. Quinn is low. Got off the shallow grave. And he hops away on the Ember Spirit. Now it looks like Gaming Gladiators maybe are finally free as the glimpse right before he gets out of vision. Ace didn't go too far, though. Gaming Gladiators will be able to retreat without a loss.
Right. You're just missing your troll for all of that sequence. Miserable situation for Liquid. Trying to make the most of it. Ace daring them to commit.
He's got Primal Splits, so by all means, Mickey, if you want it, you can have it.
They want the Dazzle.
Back onto Quinn. Yeah, they wanted the dazzle, but it looks like no one who really go for it. The BKB goes off. They shred through the disruptor, still chasing after Mickey as well. Quinn's BKB is about to wear thin, but Nisha is too low. He can't really keep committing. Duraccio, meanwhile, Cookie is not going to be able to get Boxy back up to the high ground, so Duraccio will feast on another support. Up to the high ground. Oh, Tofu managed to run down Nisha there. That's the biggest kill.
Completely opens up this lane now. Liquid can just not bring a target down the 25-minute push. Way too much sustain behind it. BKB timings are hit. I mean, this is where Alchemist is a terrifying carry hero. Just don't have the damage right now. You need more time if you are Liquid, and you're running out of it.
Their only saving grace at this point is going to be the fact they still have a tier 2 up at the top lane, because they are not stopping this push.
Just can't commit to the fight. Don't think we've seen a troll. We haven't really seen this epicenter get put to amazing.
Sentry got bug on 2. Does get tagged by the Burrow Strike, but the rest of GAIMIN GLADIATORS almost here, and now they're being split up on the side of Liquid. 33. He pops Bloodstone, trying to stay alive. Gets off the epicenter, but it can't heal him enough. Mickey is going straight to Quinn. This doesn't look good at all.
I mean,
he's got his BKB, and he's hitting him, but the Shalgrave is eventually going to come out from Quinn, and Mickey's going to run out. Static Storm gets thrown out, but the BKB was still up, so the Shalgrave goes through, and Mickey does eventually manage to kill Quinn. He's actually fighting through this one. He almost kills Duraccio as well. That was actually kind of impressive, but it's still GAIMIN GLADIATORS obviously winning the fight. Just Liquid got more out of it than probably expected.
I'm surprised. It looked like it was almost going to work there. But you are a day late and $1 short if you are Liquid. The Sand King going down to start that fight, getting split on the wrong direction is just a death sentence. And the BKBs continue to plague Liquid here as they didn't have time to wear them down. You're just dealing with big durations here. Your last lane completely open.
At 35 seconds where the troll is dead, so they can just blitz this last lane. And 33, he's gonna have to throw his life in there to try and slow it down. Will the Bloodstone keep him alive this time around?
He's not dealing damage.
Orchid will be the death of him.
This is a 90% magic versus brew. You just don't do anything to him.
Yep, he pops the pipe. He's brewed up. He doesn't take any damage. You're not life-stealing anything. GAIMIN GLADIATORS will achieve megas and look to finish off an extremely 2-0 finish against Liquid through the upper bracket final. This could be like their fastest and cleanest run to a grand final in a while, at least through the upper bracket bit. Got a silence onto the Ember, give him a cookie to hop away. 15 seconds until the Sand King's back up. Mickey fighting for his life out here. BKB makes a run back to the fountain. Will be able to make it, but the throne is not going to make it at this rate. Static Storm goes out. Nisha does manage a slight low HP. Jumps to his remnant, hit by Yules. He's going to come back down into an Orchid and kill. Does have a buyback. Mickey will trip back to the mountain once again. Quinn being chased by Kisses. A buyback from Nisha. Not able to run down Quinn. So Quinn's going to come back in soon to help out the Brewmaster, who is all-consuming. The attention Liquid paying to him, and he is shrugging off the damage. 3 seconds till a Primal Split is back up. Mickey pops the ultimate. Gets pushed back by the Psychic Headband. Back to hit the Brew. He doesn't care about you. It tickles him. He is ignoring you the entire way. Mickey, a 4th trip back to Fountain. 33 playing around in his Sandstorm. Primal Split is still ready to go. They do manage to catch Quinn here, but the Shalgrave, of course, will keep him alive. And they throw bodies after bodies into GAIMIN GLADIATORS and come up with nothing.
Just a dominating series from GAIMIN here. There's parts of you that wonder if Liquid have learned anything playing against this team over the course of this year as GAIMIN have struggled. But it appears this matchup is maybe more one-sided than it has been in their recent meetings.